And we are live. Welcome, mystery and thriller fans. I'm your on-air host and author, Sara DiVello, and I am so excited to welcome tonight author Mary Keliikoa joining us live from Washington State to give us the inside scoop on her brand new book, Don't Ask, Don't Follow. Mary, welcome to Mystery and Thriller Mavens. Tell us about this book.
Yeah, so don't ask, don't follow. I love the tagline. It says the perfect family or the perfect lie. And that really underscores the whole book. It's about Beth Ralston and Lindsay Ralston. And Beth is the little sister working at their father's law firm. And all is going well until her boss is murdered. And her big sister is fleeing the scene after leaving a note that says, don't ask, don't follow. And you know what's going to happen. Of course, she isn't going to be able to sit idly by. So that's the premise.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to get into all of the delicious details. But first, I just want to welcome everyone to the stream. We are broadcasting live to 8 different destinations. So, hey, friends, no matter where you are watching from, you're in the right place. This is the right time. It is Mystery Monday, and because Mondays can be murder, we're going to make them a little less painful and get your week off to a killer start. So, if you've been here before, you know the drill. And if you're new, welcome, friends. We are so happy to have you. Here's the drill. Every Monday, I give you my handpicked featured authors, and you get to ask them anything. So ask Mary anything about her writing process, about these sisters, about the creative process, her book, anything you want. What happens on Mystery and Thriller Mavens stays on Mystery and Thriller Mavens, sort of like Vegas, but more murdery. So if you have any questions, just get them going in the comments. Let's jump right in. Sharon is joining us from YouTube. She says, howdy, Sarah and Mary. So nice to see you tonight. So nice to see you, Miss Sharon Bishop. Thank you so much for joining us. Randy is also joining us from YouTube with his very on-brand Black Kitty. He says, hi, Sarah. Sounds like Thriller Fest was a huge success. How could it not be with you and Stephen Graham Jones there? Oh, my God, Randy, I am still... I haven't slept in 7 days. I've been through, I think, 10 states. But it was so much fun and so fabulous. I'm getting my next reel ready to share. So stay tuned, my friend. Kim joining us from Facebook with her adorable little doggie saying hello. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Catch a Clue, a.k.a. Wendy from Massachusetts, joining us from Facebook with her adorable little kitty. Y'all know I love your furry friends. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Okay, so Mary, let's talk about your writing process. How long did it take you to write this book?
Oh, gosh, from start to finish, probably about 7 months. It went through quite a few changes. I do have a draft in about 3, but then I let it sit for a minute and then kind of come back to it and then do another run through. So, about 6 to 7 months by the time it was ready to really go out. And
oh my God, mine took me 10 years. Teach me your speedy ways. Are you just over there just mainlining caffeine? Like, what's going on? How do you do it so fast?
Well, I write every day. And this is also my 6th book. So I have a little bit of a process of how I do it. But I put in
the process and spare no details.
Oh, do the process. Well, I make sure I show up, but in chair every morning at about 7:30. And then I work to get about 2,000 words a day. And I am fully caffeinated during that time. I have my cup of coffee. I'm heating it up constantly. I'm a pacer when I'm thinking and writing. But I think that process tends to work pretty well. And then I always go back the next day, I reread what I've written, so that by the time I get to the end, it's more like a second draft versus a full-on first. I don't want to have to spend a lot of time fixing things at the end. So I try to fix things as I go. So,
Okay. So butt in chair every day, 2,000 words. And how long does 2,000 words? Are we talking Dean Koontz, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.? Are you taking a lunch break? Like, how long do those 2,000 words take you?
No, 10:30, 11. Like, we're talking 3.5 hours, usually 3 to 4 hours. Yeah.
My God, Mary Keliikoa living at the speed of light. Oh, wow. Renee joining us from Florida saying 7:30 a.m. I prefer 7:30 p.m. Amen, Renee. Team Night Owl over here. Team Night Owl. I love it. Mary, Jane joining us from Prairie Village, Kansas, saying, I've been looking forward to this. Well, Mary Jane, wait no longer, my friend. We are so happy to have you. And here we are. So, Mary, tell us about these sisters, Beth and Lindsay. Lindsay acting very mysterious and suspicious, disappears off, possibly escaping murder charges, or maybe doing some investigation that will upend both their lives. Tell us how you got this idea.
I'm a what if writer, right? So I started with the idea. So I used to work in a law firm. I spent 18 years working in a law firm, and I really wanted to set a story in the law firm. And then I started just thinking about, okay, what if, a lawyer is murdered, and what if, the secretary or the paralegal finds him, and what if the sister's running out? So that's how the premise starts, right? Immediately. And but Beth and Lindsay are really interesting. They come at the world from completely different sides, and yet they're kind of heading to the same direction. They both want world peace. They both want peace in the family. They want all these things. But Lindsay is a wild child and doesn't really play by the rules. And Beth is always like, I'm a rule follower, I'm a people pleaser, but I want the same things you do, but I just think I need to go to a court of law. And the other one's like, no, you need to do a sit-in. So we have real different personalities. But Beth is used to covering for her sister. And so the message that she receives after that murder happens, she's been hearing that her whole life. And only this time it's going to be, harder to follow. And also that usually comes out when Lindsay's doing something she shouldn't be doing. And so, yeah. So I just kind of put it into that scenario.
Well, as the oldest of three sisters, I am here to attest that one is the wild child, one is the peacemaker, and one is in the middle. It sounds like you have a sister or two as well, Mary.
Well, I'm the youngest, and I have one older sister. So yes,
So are you the wild child or the peacemaker? Are you a Lindsay or a Beth?
It depends. Maybe in my younger years, I was a little more Lindsay-like, but now I am totally Beth-like.
Yeah, I'm feeling like just the way I can tell that I can tell there's a level of sympathy for and empathy for Lindsay that poor Beth is not getting. So I'm sensing that you are team wild child. I love it. And also the youngest ones get to be wild because the oldest ones have to pave the way and do all the hard work and be the responsible ones. So it sucks.
But then I flipped it on its head in this book, right? Because I left the oldest one as the wild child.
Oh my God. Right. Exactly. Robin saying, hello, Sarah and Mary from stormy Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I'm probably totally mispronouncing that, Robin. One of these days, I'm going to learn how to parlez-vous français, how to parlez française. So, or how my French stinks. Welcome to the conversation, Mary. We're so happy here. Y'all, the book comes out tomorrow, and Mary Keliikoa is coming on tonight to give us the exclusive scoop and spill all the tea and her most scandalous secrets. So, you guys, I just came back from Thriller Fest last night, and I did 55 interviews on site, and I asked every single one of those 55 people what their most scandalous secret was, and 4 people had dated a murderer. Seems like that's a really high rate to me. Mary, what's your deep, dark secret?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you should warn people about this so we'd have time to think.
No, I want to catch you by surprise so you're honest.
Gosh, I don't know that I have any deep, dark. That's why I write murder mystery. I have a boring life. I need to live vicariously through my characters.
Or maybe your characters are telling us all the things that that you are trying to confess anonymously. Now, we did have some questions submitted in advance. Anne said that she used to work at a law firm as well. And she notices you placed a murder at one. Did you ever fantasize about killing your boss or a partner?
Would it be bad to say more than once?
And how many are we talking here, Mary?
No. I worked in litigation, and let's just say it's a very intense situation. And attorneys right before a trial can get really cranky. And so I will say that sometimes they inspired you want to be a little bit meaner than you normally were, because they'd snap and you kind of want to snap a little bit too. But it was sort of situational. I loved all the people that I ever worked for.
You loved all the people that you ever worked with. Now we know you're just a liar, Mary Keliikoa. There's no way. No one ever loves all the people they ever.
I
You live
loved
in a
every minute of it.
magical. You live in a magical land of Washington. Is Washington State a magical land where everybody's nice? I need to get over there. Y'all, the book drops tomorrow, which means you can pre-order tonight from our favorite woman-owned independent bookstore. That is, of course, Murder by the Book. Here is that link. Whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, click that link, get your little fingers flying, and the good folks at Murder by the Book will put that in the mail for you tomorrow. So here is that link. Now, let's jump into some of the praise because there is a lot, and I want to chat about some of it. So let's kick off with Elmar, who's been on 3 times for her books, spilling the tea the way we like it to be spilled on Mystery and Thriller Mavens here. And she says, and your fellow Pac Northwester, Pacific Northwester, saying, thrilling in its breakneck pace with action that leaps off the page. Don't ask, don't follow. Absolutely hypnotized me. How do you hypnotize a reader? What's the secret?
Oh gosh, asking lots of questions and then keeping them pulled in to wait for the answer. So that's what thriller mystery books are all about. They're constantly asking questions, and then you're just trying to withhold the answer to that. And so they hypnotize. They're trying to get to the next pages to figure out what that answer is. So that's what I work hard to do.
Asking more and more questions.
That's right.
I do like it. I do notice I love a book that asks a question at the end of the chapter does indeed keep me reading. Thank you for that. Thanks to Elmar for that great review. And oh my goodness, we're gonna get to all of these. Robin saying 55 interviews. You go, girl. Robin, I step it up a notch every single year. I try to outdo myself. Thank you. Renee wants to know, how did they know they dated a murderer? I guess they saw it in the news later. One person was called as a witness, a character witness, I guess, and she declined to testify as a character witness for that person. Robin is saying, liar, liar, Mary Keliikoa. Exactly. I'm getting that same vibe myself, Robin. Sharon Bishop wants to know, do your characters keep you up at night fighting for your literary attention? Ooh, good question and beautifully worded.
They do. Well, I live with my characters for sure, especially when I'm in the middle of writing a book. It's all I do. I wake up thinking about them. I, go to bed thinking or creating scenes, acting out scenes in my head, how I want this next scene to go. So I am a teen pantser all the way, which means I don't plot heavily, if at all, in my books. And so it's just how I create. And so, yes, I spend lots of time, including the night, with my with my characters.
So do they keep you up? Do you hear them?
Sometimes, yeah. And I'll get up if I usually get an idea, like at midnight. And I've learned that I must get up and write the idea or the thought down, because if I don't, I'll spend like the next hour trying not to forget.
Oh my God, that's the worst. Yes. And then you do forget, no matter how much you say you won't.
Yeah. So my husband's learned to just go write it down, quit tossing and turning, just get it done. I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. You have to keep a note. I keep a notebook beside my bed because actually my next door neighbor taught creativity at Harvard Business School. And she said the 3 places that creative ideas come are the shower, while you're driving, and when you're about to fall asleep, because that's when the part of your brain that's logical and judgmental relaxes and the creative part can come alive. So I keep a notebook in all of those places now for those ideas. You should too, so you stop waking your husband up. That's a great idea. I will do that. Renee says, this is your first published book, correct? How many books did you write that were never published? So this is your 6th book. Your 6th book, Mary, but how many did you write that were never published? Were there any? Yes. So there are 3 that were never published. So you're actually 9 books in. Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Well, really more like a dozen, because I have a couple of things that my agent has and different things like that. So, but yeah, so 3 practice novels. I think everybody has to have a few of those. And then the book that I actually debuted with, which was in 2020, I often tell this story. I wrote it in 2000. And then fast forward, it took me 20 years to come back and actually debut it in 2020. So there was a little bit of a hiatus from that book. And then I've been publishing a book a year since, and actually 2 in last year, I believe it was. So
wow. Okay, 2 in 1 year. That
I have a
must
couple
be
series.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, these are so good. Renee wants to know, okay, are you ever surprised with the ending? Great question.
I am, yes, actually. A lot of times because I don't plot, I may think that I'm working towards an end, and then sometimes we get there, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's a little too obvious." Okay, and then what's fun is that I often see that I've planted the seeds throughout the book for it to be an entirely different person, and I just can go back through and then just tweak a few things in it, and it's a much better ending. And in fact, in this book, I changed the ending completely to what it was originally. That is actually a secret to the book. That the book, as written, was different than what was published because I
Ooh,
had to change it for the publisher. They
would
wanted
it
a different ending.
it would be a spoiler probably to say how the other okay, let's reveal that later. Let's reveal it next time you are on because I do love to know when that happens, what the original ending was. Robin says, I think we all have the point of murder, though that point is different for each of us. Most of us just don't know and hopefully never will. I think that's completely right, Robin. I think one thing that I have noticed along the way is that along just, well, the 10 years it took me to research my book is that we are all capable of many things that we would not want to choose or think that we were, but every living creature seeks survival first. So interesting. I think I found that 96% of murderers are men, and I think it was 4 or 5% are women. And women almost always murder to save their lives or the lives of their children. But men murder because of rage, greed, jealousy, these really primal emotions. And so I started really looking at I learned a lot about murder, and I totally agree. People, we all have our breaking point, and hopefully most of us never reach it. Great thought. Thank you. Renee saying, you are a new author to me. Oh my gosh, Renee, thank you for saying that because when I started this series, my goal was to connect readers to their favorite authors and introduce them to their new favorite authors. I'm pointing the wrong way. So that's the whole point here is that we can hear from our favorites and meet our next favorites. So that is so lovely. Thank you for telling us that. Okay, let's see what else is going on in here. Oh my goodness, so many comments. Okay. I'm going to get to all of them. Okay. I do want to get into this praise from Jessica Payne, who was on the show for her last book. She says, this is a pulse pounding read about truth, justice, and the unexpected secrets that families keep, all my favorite things. With the tension ramping up with every page, Keliikoa weaves a twisty, clever tale that will thrill you to the very end. Excellent praise there from Jessica Payne. And she's not the only one weighing in. Jamie Lynn Hendricks, who was on for her last 2 books, says Keliikoa manages to suck us in with not only a relatable main character, I'm going to take that off since it's covering our faces, a relatable main character, but also a strong start with an immediate need to turn those pages. Readers will gasp as one twist after the next unveil at breakneck speed. Don't Ask, Don't Follow is a well-crafted story with brilliant plotting and prose, a propulsive cat and mouse game sure to keep every suspense reader on the edge of their seat. Congratulations on that rave from Jamie Lynn Hendricks. This is a good one. Sharon wants to know, how do you want people to feel at the end of this novel? And that's a tough one because that is a bit of the ending is is
Yeah. How do I want them to feel? I want them to feel like that they enjoy, that they're happy with how it ended, and that that they're rooting for things to progress. I don't want to go too far, to root for everybody, like that you feel good about those who survived the ending and those who, I don't know how to say it.
those who survived the ending. Sarah makes a note to never travel with Mary Keliikoa.
Who made it through to the end. And that family can look like lots of different things, and kind of embracing the new beginning. I think I just want people to feel like when they close the book that, that was a good read. I like that. And I didn't see it coming. That's what I like.
I love that. Well, we also had some amazing praise from Miss Samantha Bailey from Canada. And I want to get to what she had to say, which was she says, Don't Ask, Don't Tell is a brilliant tour de force about greed, desperation, and justice. I'm going to take that off because it's covering his again. The mystery at the heart of this gripping story is laid out like a game of Jenga. Right when all the pieces seem to be, Keliikoa slides in another clue that topples that theory. With an admirable, feisty heroine who loves feisty heroines on a chase to find her missing sister, this pulse-pounding suspense made me hold my breath, only exhaling as I turned that final propulsive page. A must read. Samantha's been on for her last 2 books, and she is also not the only one raving. We have this praise as well from wait, hold on. I want to get some of these questions first. Then we'll go back into the praise because I do want to get to everyone who's weighing in. Renee wants to know, did you come up with this novel's title? Because sometimes people tell us that their editors did.
I know. I actually came up with this title, but it was not the original title. The original title was The Hidden Sister. But I have a book called Hidden Pieces. And there is also The Missing Sister by Elle. There's a lot of different books with sister. And so I really started looking at different layers, and Don't Ask, Don't Follow was the one that seemed to speak to the whole theme of the novel. So that's one we went with.
It could have been kind of fun to start a hidden theme, like Hidden Pieces, Hidden Sister. You could have had a whole, hidden trilogy or hidden series. That would have been kind of fun.
That would have been, yes.
Ugh, if only the editors could have seen that. I just saw Miss Kara Ruda at Thriller Fest. So of course I have to include her praise. Kara's been on for all of her books. So let's take a peek at what she had to say. She's been on, I think, every year for 4 of the 4 years of this series. So let's take a peek at what she had to say. She said, Don't ask, don't tell, don't follow, pulls you in and never lets go. Beth is a heroine to root for, and her quest to uncover the truth and find her sister leads to a cat and mouse game that keeps you hooked. Murder and dark family secrets. Yes, I'm all in. And Kara Rudin is a thing or two about murder and dark family secrets. Am I right? Y'all, the book drops tomorrow. Mary is coming on with this exclusive sneak peek to spill the tea, as the cool kids say, and take all of your most burning questions. So whether you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, here again is that link. I'm going to pop it up so we can all see it. So click and pre-order now, and the good folks at Murder by the Book will ship this out to you tomorrow. Let's get into Renee saying this sounds so great, doesn't it, Renee? Let's get back to some of these other questions that people submitted as. Nikki wants to know, did you have a favorite sister?
Oh gosh. I like Beth. Beth, the younger sister, I do relate to her. She's the paralegal. I was a paralegal. So, I just feel for her. Also, the people pleaser part of her, trying to straddle, being a good daughter and all of that. So I kind of felt for her dilemma. And but I also love that she really wants to live life on her terms. And so she's not me. I mean, she's definitely her own character, her own person. And so I found myself really rooting for her as I'm putting her into deeper and deeper dark places. I'm like, come on, Beth, you can do this. Get out. Oh yeah, I guess I can help you there.
Mary's like, I was really rooting for her as I put her in an more and more impossible, miserable, painful, and dangerous situations.
Yes. Well, that's my job. So, but I knew she was strong enough to get out.
But alas, some people were not.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We are going to get to all these questions. Don't you worry, my friends. Robin says, oh, Sarah, I'd love to see all lists of 55 authors. Oh my God. Okay. You know what, Robin, I will post that. Instagram only lets you tag 20 at a time, but I'll probably do them in batches. But I got, everybody from Dennis Lehane to Tess Gerritsen to, I can't even think, my brain is so fried. It literally, oh my gosh, I felt to book reviewers to Sarah Pekkanen, to people who've been on the Maven series, people who haven't been. It is a star-studded lineup, my friend. So I will post, you know what? I will post that this week. And if you want, DM me, Robin, and I'll send you the list first. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, Renee saying happy early pub day. Yeah. So how are you going to celebrate, Mary?
Oh gosh, I've got some stuff in the morning that I'm going to be doing, but cake is my go-to, cake in the morning.
What's your cake? What's your cake of choice?
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake with chocolate icing?
Yeah, I'm a chocolate girl.
Same girl.
Yeah. So that's my thing.
Oh my God. Robin is saying that she thought the question was if Mary has a favorite sister as in her own.
I only have one.
So Mary does have a favorite sister because it's just the one.
Yes. She's my very favorite.
She's probably watching and waiting to see what you'll say. Like, just eating that popcorn and listening. Oh my God. Robin, that is hilarious. I love it. Renee is suggesting you should eat cake for breakfast.
Yes, that's what I do. Yes.
Oh, you Absolutely. Do? You eat it for breakfast? Yeah. Oh my God, I love that. With a glass of milk or just like full on cake,
Coffee. I'm a coffee. Yeah. Got to stay with
coffee and cake.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, I love that. Wait, I never thought to do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a celebration. It's like your birthday, right? It's the book birthday. So we're celebrating.
Do you eat cake for your birthday breakfast?
Well, no.
It just keeps getting better.
No, I usually save that, for when the grandkids come over and then the kids, but for book birthday, it's all about me and the book and my fans.
So I am not a good baker. I love to cook, but I'm a terrible baker because I don't like to follow recipes. But every year for my husband's birthday, I make him a cake called the Midnight Moo, which is from Joanne Chang, who is a James Beard award-winning chef. From her cookbook, it takes 6 to 8 hours. It's measured in grams, which is the weight of one human hair. It is brutal and time intensive, but once a year I make this cake because that is how much I love him. And once I caught him eating it in the closet because he didn't want to share with our guests.
I love it. That's high praise. That's high praise.
Is it high praise or high freakiness? I don't know.
Well, he just loves it so much that he just doesn't want to share.
He does indeed. He does indeed. Yo, the book drops tomorrow. Don't ask, don't follow. Oh my God, everyone is laughing and commenting. Wendy saying, I think your fans should eat chocolate cake for breakfast to help you celebrate. Okay, we're dropping the chocolate cake challenge. Hashtag chocolate cake challenge right here, right now. Post a picture of yourself eating cake for breakfast. Tag Mary Keliikoa. Tag me. We will repost it and we will celebrate Mary Keliikoa. Don't ask, don't follow. Robin saying life is short. Cake and coffee for breakfast. Ice cream with bananas and nuts for dinner. Okay, Robin's just stepping it up a notch. I love it. Renee saying as long as my husband stays out of my office. That's true. If he's eating cake in the office, is a problem, but the closet is fine. Oh, now everyone's getting on board. Kim is saying any excuse to eat chocolate cake, and she is in. We are laughing. We are loving this conversation. Okay, this is officially in 4 years and 475 interviews. We've never had a chocolate cake pub day challenge. Let's do it, Mavens. Let's do it, fam. We are all in. So here again is the link to pre-order because tonight is your last night to pre-order because the book comes out tomorrow. And to celebrate Mary, we are doing the chocolate cake challenge. Post a pic of yourself eating that cake, wolfing it down, and don't forget to pre-order. Y'all, we are out of time. Time flies when you're having this much fun. Our Lynn Steinberg saying cake for breakfast. Heck yes. Robin saying she had chocolate. Oh, a chocolate muffin with breakfast. Okay, but a muffin is like pretend healthy, so that kind of still isn't okay. But we'll take it, Robin, because I didn't have any muffin or cake. Sharon saying white cake with strawberry frosting for her. Okay, we'll take it, Sharon Bishop. We will take it. Y'all, we are out of time. Time flies when you're having this much fun, and I am having so much fun. Mary Keliikoa, thank you so much for joining us to give us the inside scoop on Don't Ask, Don't Follow. Renee, thank you, ma'am, for joining us from sunny Florida. Y'all, that is a wrap on Mystery Monday. I hope your week is off to a killer start. May the days and the pages fly by. I'll see you all next Monday. Take very good care until then.
Thank you.